I really like that they take the time to make it so the levels are big and there's lots of ways to do them. Like, that's cool. I like that. But I got to admit, man, when you play through the game as a main, like when you play through the game like an actual Hitman game, like the ones before this one, Hitman, the last one, and Hitman 2 are almost a full game. Like it, and even in the ending, this game felt like it stopped, like when it was getting to the good part. I mean, cool. We caught the guy we've been going for all game. He gave us information on how to get to the people we've been searching for, and scene. Like, it felt like we just played through the middle of a game. It didn't feel like we played through the beginning and the end of a game. How many story missions were there? I think there were 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 missions total. And I mean, to the devs' credit, no, 6. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 total. To the devs' credit, like, I do understand that that the game is designed to be played multiple times. Like, it is very much designed to be played multiple times. So that's cool. But it's weird that they take like a traditional, this is what Hitman is, and then kind of like change what the game fundamentally is. I just wish there was more content. I wish there was more classic style content. But yeah, like Aslur just said, you missed probably 80% of the content. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. No. Hitman 2 is not episodic. No, the first Hitman was episodic. This one was episodic. But this one, the one we just finished, was not episodic. And I don't believe the third one, there has to be a third one. I'm sure there'll be. I mean, this one, that wasn't an ending. There was no ending in this one. So I'm guessing there has to be a third one. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I have the feeling that when Hitman 3 comes out, it's probably going to be short just like this one. And it'll probably be like playing Hitman 1, 2, and 3 in a row will then probably feel like one old school Hitman game. Maybe though. I don't know. Thronebreaker had more content. Well, it's again, if I was doing this how the devs intended, I would be like replaying every one of the missions we just did. Possibly multiple times. Now, I don't feel like doing that because I'm generally playing Hitman for like the story, and the story was good, even though the cinematics were completely like, here's the thing. Whenever you're making a movie or a cinematic, there's this thing called storyboarding, where like you loosely draw each scene, and that way you can kind of get a bird's eye view and what the scene's going to look like before you give it to the people that actually make the cutscenes. I feel like all the cutscenes in this game were storyboards. I feel like they just basically like didn't take it to the next level. They just took still shots of what they wanted the scenes to be, and then they didn't actually like make them. And then at some point they were just like, you know what? Just keep those. Yeah. It's weird. So, I don't know. Ringsong says, you've not seen storyboards before, have you? Oh, I've made storyboards before, Ringsong. So, yeah, I know. Normally they're freehand. But I'm just saying these looked like storyboards because they're, they're just basically like still shots instead of actual things. Yeah. So, anyway, I mean, it's a little bit strange. It was still fun. What I played was really fun. I had a good time. So, I mean, that was cool. But I just wish it was longer. I feel like there should be like at least a few more missions. I feel like there should be 3 missions where we find the heads of the 3 families, and then like a big mission where we confront the final bad guy or something. I don't know. But I mean, again, it was still cool. Yeah, it was still fun. You do realize that their company was almost destroyed last year. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. I do know that the company that makes this game, like, almost completely died. So the fact that they got this out and it's still fun and enjoyable. And I have to admit, not very buggy. I'm happy about that. Not very buggy. And also, the levels were fun. Like it was pretty good. Like it really wasn't that bad. So, yeah. It's heartbreaking to see where the Hitman series ended. The old ones were so much better. The old Hitmans were pretty great. Yeah. This is the last effort, Cohh. If this doesn't do well, then they're going out of business. Oh, well, I hope this does well enough to get the third game, because yeah, this didn't feel complete, man. This is not complete. This is not complete. There you go for those looking. Is it worth $60? Not if you play it how I did. If you played the game like I did, then no, this game is not worth $60. However, if you played this game the way the devs wanted you to play it, and you enjoyed all the time you spent in it, then maybe. Because if at that point you would be playing every mission until you completed all the different things. Like you would be playing each mission like 5+ times. And I know that some people will do that. So for those folks, I would say it's probably absolute. Well, it's going to be worth $60 for those folks. They'll eat, and there's also like elusive targets, and there's dailies, and there's like certain ways to kill people. So yeah, if you're going to put in, it's really just a time issue. It's just a time issue. If you're going to spend, I'd say over 30 hours in this game, then it's worth the $60 price tag. I, however, spent 6 hours in this game, and I'm basically done with it. So for me, it's not worth $10 an hour. No, it's not worth $10 an hour. People are saying there's also multiplayer. Yeah, it's true. There's also multiplayer. So if you were to partake in multiplayer, that's another big thing. Yeah. So that's the thing. This is one of those games where the worth of the game is going to be dictated by the perspective of the person playing it. You could easily get $60 worth out of this game. You could easily. Easily. However, not everyone is going to want to play the game that way. That's just how it works. Yeah. People are like, oh, this guy plays it properly and not Cohh rushing through it like he does. Here's the thing, dudes. You have to keep in mind, thousands of people are going to play the game like I did. Not everyone wants to replay the same levels over and over again with small changes. It's not playing the game properly one way or another. It's playing it how you want to play the game. The point is to have fun in games, and not everyone finds repetition enjoyable and fun. So to say the way that I just played the game is wrong means that you're actually wrong, because there is no wrong way to play a game. You play a game to have fun, and if you're having fun, that's what you do. Do I have fun replaying the missions? Not really. I'd rather play other games than replay missions that I just did. So yeah, that's just how I function. That's not for everyone, but that's how I function. So yeah. Zerker says you're not the target demographic. I am the target demographic. I'm not the target for. Well, no, I guess you're right. I'm the target demographic for the type of game this is, but I am not the target demographic for wanting to replay levels over and over again. I don't. That I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah. So I will agree with you there. Yep. Xmas Light says, I'm sorry that you have to explain something so simple like that. That's fine, dude. We all, it's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal. I don't mind at all. What are my thoughts on it? That was my thoughts video, essentially. I just basically gave all my thoughts on the game. yeah, so I don't even know, like, you guys know.